Before we get into today's video, I would like to give a shout out to our newest subscriber, Bosandaros. Welcome to the family. And now, on with today's video. Greetings, my dear viewers. Welcome back to Dungeons & Dragons Character Conversion, where we're taking a look once again at the SCP Foundation. If you do not know what the SCP Foundation is, I would recommend looking up some of the videos that you can find here on YouTube. But to sum it up, the SCP Foundation is a facility where they can secure, contain, and protect different anomalies. Their slogan actually stands for Special Containment Procedures, where they take certain measures to making sure that the public, us normal humans, do not see these items or places or even creatures of supernatural proportions. Today's SCP is known as SCP-999, given the nickname the Tickle Monster. No, this is not a joke. If you know SCP-999, then you know that this is a very odd character within the SCP Foundation to be converting into a Dungeons & Dragons character, as it doesn't fight. It doesn't attack. Yeah. This little guy, who has been described as having the consistency of peanut butter, is just an orange blob, a sentient orange blob, mind you, that wants to see people smile, wants to see people happy. So it will literally just go around trying to make everyone's day a little brighter. And it has the mind of a child, or technically I think it was described as having the mind of a dog. And, well, it will, as the name would imply, sometimes have quote-unquote tickle fights. And it has had some interesting interactions with other SCPs, namely the indestructible reptile SCP-682. I'm not going to spoil that interaction, though that is much as much as I would love to. It's hilarious. But how do we convert a PC as useless in combat as SCP-999 would be? Well, it's actually quite simple. Let's go ahead and get straight into things by starting things off with the point buy system. Strength and intelligence are going to be our lowest scores, our dump stat, if you will, both at an 8. Dexterity will be a 12, Constitution and Wisdom will be a 14, and Charisma will be a 15. Can't exactly brighten people's day without a high Charisma now, can we? For the race, we're going to go with Plasmoid. This will give us a +2 to our strength and a +1 to our dexterity. We are the creature type ooze. We're going to go ahead and choose the small size category. We get the speed of 30 feet. We are amorphous. We have dark vision for up to 60 feet. We have hold breath, natural resilience, and shape self. So, really and truly, this is very easy to see how we can make SCP-999. Just a oozy blob with the consistency of peanut butter. There you go. That's a Plasmoid. But we still have a few further things to attend to. For example, the background. One thing that is described for SCP-999 is the smell. It's a very sweet smell, according to some of the Foundation's staff. So, we decided to go with the Fey Lost background. This will give us skills in deception and survival, one musical instrument of your choice, the Sylvan language, and a Fey mark. I went ahead and chose the mark, you have a sweet scent, like nectar or honey. You also have Feywild connections, which is not totally important for this build, but is definitely something. Now, I want to start things off with the Paladin class, and you'll see why once we get to our subclass, though I'm sure by now you already know what subclass we will be picking, since you know that we're making a useless build for combat. We get a D10 hit die, a starting hit point pool of 12 hit points thanks to our constitution, and we get proficiencies in all armor, shields, simple weapons, martial weapons, wisdom and charisma saving throws, insight and persuasion, and we also get the features divine sense and lay on hands to give ourselves a little bit of healing. We can go ahead and multi-class into monk, because SCP-999 doesn't use weapons. Again, doesn't really attack. And if it accidentally hurts someone, it is actually very regretful and will shrink back and give a sad cooing sound. Like, oh no, I hurt you, I am so sorry. But that's besides the point. The reason we're going for monk is also the unarmored defense and the martial arts. Again, not really attack worthy, but it's something. We also get a D8 hit die and some extra hit points of 1d8 plus our constitution modifier per monk level. Level 2 paladins get a fighting style. One thing that SCP-999 will do is if someone is being attacked, it will jump in between the victim and the aggressor and take the hit itself. Interception. The fighting style interception best gives us this ability. We also get the spellcasting feature, which uses charisma, and we get divine smite, which is not going to be useful for us unless somehow we do end up attacking, which is very unlikely. Level 2 monks get key, which uses the wisdom modifier for its save DC. We also get unarmored movement and dedicated weapon. Level 3 paladin gets divine health and a sacred oath. We are going for the absolute worst sacred oath imaginable as far as combat goes. For the purposes of this build, it is perfect. But I would never take up the Oath of Redemption. It is so useless. But it works perfectly for a character that does not attack. The Oath of Redemption gives us the Oath spells Sanctuary and Sleep. We also get Channel Divinity in the form of Emissary of Peace and Rebuke the Violent, one of the few features in this subclass that does damage. It is so useless. It's perfect for SCP-999 or anyone who is trying to negotiate peace. But boy, is this thing useless in combat. You might as well be an NPC. Anyway, moving on. Level 3 Monk. We're going to grab the Monastic Tradition of the Drunken Master. We get bonus proficiencies in the Performance skill and Brewer supplies. We also get Drunken Technique, and just for being a 3rd level monk, we get Deflect Missiles. You know, stop attacks? Yeah. 4th level Paladin. We're going to grab the feat Magic Initiate and pick Bard as our spell list. So we'll grab 2 cantrips. We'll pick Friends and Blade Ward. We'll also get the 1st level spell Hideous Laughter. There's our Tickle fight. There's our reference to tickling. Hideous Laughter. You feel so good that you can't help but laugh. That is the effect of SCP-999. He is able to imbue someone with euphoria. The SCP Foundation have even debated on making antidepressants from SCP-999. But the best they can do is basically use 999 as a therapy animal for the entire Foundation, which is hilarious. Moving on to level 4 Monk, we get Slow Fall and Quicken Healing, as well as an ability score improvement. We'll go ahead and increase Dexterity and Charisma each by 1. Level 5 Paladins get extra attack and more oath spells, Calm Emotions, and Hold Person. You ain't escaping the Tickle Monster's Tickle fight. And if you are saddened or angered, 999's gonna make sure you're not sad and angry anymore. Level 6 Paladin, you get the Aura of Protection, which is pretty useful. Level 7 Paladin gets Aura of the Guardian thanks to the useless Oath of Redemption. It's an alright aura. Not bad. Not good. Well, I take that back. It's not good at all. It is bad. It's terrible. Aura of the Guardian. Anyone in your area who takes damage doesn't take damage. But instead, you take that damage. It is the ultimate form of intercepting an attack. Holy cow. And what's worse is that this damage that you take cannot be reduced. I really do not like this subclass. It's perfect for 999, but it is a useless subclass. If you were a meat shield, then this would be perfect. But I don't recommend using it for anything other than meat shields. Moving on to level 8 Paladin, we're going to go for another Magic Initiate feat. This time we're going to pick the Druid spell list. Grab Druidcraft, Poison Spray, and Charm Person. We're grabbing Poison Spray just to symbolize like a burp or a fart. That's about it. Level 5 Monk. We already have extra attack thanks to Paladin, so we'll just go with Stunning Strike and Focused Aim. Stunning Strike. I tickle you so much that you are stunned. Like I said, this is a weird build. Level 9 Paladin. More Oath spells, Counterspell, and Hypnotic Pattern. It's alright. Some decent spells. Level 10 Paladin. Aura of Courage. Pretty good. I kind of like it. Can't be frightened or charmed. Very useful. Very 999-like. Level 11 Paladin gets Improved Divine Smite. Of course, useless for this build since you are a pacifist. Level 12 Paladin, ability score improvement. Go ahead and increase your charisma by 2. Level 13 Paladin, of the most useless subclass ever, gets more Oath spells. Resilient Sphere and Stone Skin. Level 14 Paladin gets Cleansing Touch. And level 6 Monk gets key-empowered strikes, and thanks to the Drunken Master, gets Tipsy Sway, which lets you deflect attacks that miss you. Yay! Next is the recommended spells. Since we don't have that many spells to go off of, here are the spells that I think would work for SCP-999. First level spells: Bless, Command, Heroism, Purify Food and Drink. Second level spells: Aid, Lesser Restoration, Protection from Poison. Third level: Dispel Magic, Remove Curse, Revivify. And finally, the fourth level spell, Aura of Purity. Ta-da! Now you can play as SCP-999. I do have 2 more videos about the SCP Foundation, one being the SCP Foundation staff, and another SCP. I don't remember the numbers exactly. I think it was 4053. Rainer Miller, I just know his name, that's about it. But go check those 2 videos out if you haven't seen them already. And make sure you are up to date on all your SCP information, because holy cow, is the SCP Foundation crazy. But with that being said, that's all the time I have for you today. I do hope that you enjoyed this build, and I will see you next time. This has been Drayhan. I am offline.